Hello friends, and welcome to another video. I'm Shelly Clough, and today we're going to learn how to paint these sunflowers. First, I'm just going to mist my palette to get those paint colors ready, and I'm going to go in with this dark brown. This was a mix of burnt umber and a little bit of Payne's gray to really get that almost black brown that you see at the center of a sunflower. And what I'm doing right now is scumbling. So I'm kind of dancing my brush around, trying to create a textured look. That really gives our sunflower its life. Next, I'm grabbing some yellow and creating some petals around this sunflower. So my petals are kind of a football shape or a leaf shape, and I am staggering them around the flower. I found if I go in a perfect circle from one petal to the next, my flowers end up a lot more uneven. And if I stagger my petals like this, then I can end up with a lot more even looking flower at the end. So when I press my brush to the center there, I'm trying to grab just a little bit of that brown to let it fade into the yellow petal. And I'm just sort of building in these petals, filling in spots where it's empty right now. And I'm not too worried about having all my petals be the same size or exactly the same shape. You know, sunflowers are kind of wonky looking and their petals like to go all over, and so it's okay to let the petals look a little bit wild or a little bit funky. Once I have built all the petals around my center, I'm going to go in and tap in a little extra color at the base of the petals, like taking yellow and adding a little bit of brown to it. What that's going to do is add a little bit of dimension and help weight the center of this flower so it looks a little bit more organic. And now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to paint a flower at an angle instead of what this is, which is a flat lay. In order to tilt this sunflower, we are going to first change that center from a perfect circle into more of an oval shape. And again, I'm doing that scumbling motion, kind of dancing my brush around to get that texture. And then once I have that oval shape for my center, my petals are going to be laid out a little differently as well. It's like we're taking this whole flower and we're tilting it so it's looking upward. So the petals that are on the top are going to be longer, and the petals at the bottom are going to be shorter, and you're going to sort of gradient from small to large as you go around your sunflower from bottom to top. So you can see on the bottom, those petals are a little bit shorter. And then as I work my way upward, those petals get longer, and that helps to give the impression of perspective. You'll notice that one of my petals has quite a bit of brown that has bled into it. That's just from that wet on wet technique of trying to grab the brown, but you do want to be mindful. Sometimes you get more than you bargain for. Now I'm going in with a green to create a stem here. And because it's a side perspective, I want to do that stem coming down and then sort of these big green leaves off to the side. You'll notice that I make a little wiggle with my brush as I do these leaves to give them sort of that wavy sunflower feel. And then on my sort of flat lay sunflower, I'm just going to do those leaves like they're coming directly out from behind the sunflower. So I lay that initial color down, and then sometimes I'll tap a little bit of extra color, usually at the base of a leaf. And that helps, again, just sort of to weight it at its connection point to help it look a little bit more organic. So that is your sunflower tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and I would love to see any sunflowers that you paint from this.